It started off as a routine call for the Williston Fire Department.
Our initial call was for a car off in the median. That is a normal call for us, especially the wintertime.
But soon turned into much more.
Then we were updated as we were about to leave with the truck that it's a vehicle, on fire, possibly people trapped.
When they got to the scene, Lieutenant Keith Baker, who was in charge of the rescue, realized just how bad it was.
Cars damaged in a lot of places, and things like that. So when we pulled up, we saw a lot of different things.
Baker says he and the other first responders didn't waste a second at the scene of the wrong-way crash on I-89 that killed 5 Vermont teenagers. The crash that left the whole state in pain and the rescue workers to cope with overwhelming emotions.
Being upset or, having no idea what the families are going through, but trying to imagine what that may be, to anger that if this was intentionally done, like it's being, told.
Baker started his career as a rescue worker at just 16 years old, and in all his time, he says he's never seen a worse fatal crash. But what was also unusual, he says, is that so many people who were just driving by stopped to help.
There was a gentleman who helped me pull a fire hose to get down to that car. I have no idea who he was. There was people that helped treat patients there that were bystanders.
To Baker, it was a small sign of light in a dark time.
With all the things we read and see about the world, about people not being nice or whatever out there, it's nice to see people in a town like that trying to help.
When first responders cleared the scene 9 hours later, they couldn't clear their minds. What they saw stays with them even now.
We're checking on each other almost daily, those of us that were on the call and things like that. So some of that's good that you're checking on each other, but on the other hand, we're certainly talking about it almost on a daily basis.
Following the tragedy, kindness from a grateful community.
Baked goods, things like that, as a way of saying thank you to us. And we've seen cards, we've gotten phone calls.
And this from the celebration of life held at Harwood Union High School, which some of the other first responders attended.
They're with us this evening, and I would like you to join me in giving them a round of applause and appreciation.
A beautiful show of support, although Baker says he would rather see it go to the victims' families.
It is kind of our job to do that, and at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to suffer way more than we are.
His thoughts go to those families, and for his own family of first responders, he knows that day on the job was perhaps as tough as they get. That call will likely change them for life. In Williston, Abby Isaacs, NBC5 News.